introduce yourself for me, please?
Sure, I'm Mike Mayfield. I'm the Supervising Director on Big Mouth.
Okay, cool. Can you tell us a little bit more about, because you do different things, can you tell us a little bit more, like, about what you do in general?
Sure. I have been working in adult animated comedy since 2003, so my first job was at King of the Hill as a character layout artist, and then I've since done Adult Swim stuff, Netflix stuff. I'm on a new unannounced Netflix show. Yeah.
Okay, can you talk about how animation has influenced your life?
Sure. I missed a ton of 80s movies because all I was doing was watching old Looney Tunes and old Disney Silly Symphony stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of always only what I've been interested in is just like funny cartoons, funny drawings, how pacing can get a laugh, how like timing of a gag can get a laugh, and yeah, I've been fortunate enough to do that for a living.
So you prefer 2D, right, over 3D?
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch any kind, but yeah, 2D is like where I've done a little bit of stop motion, but mostly 2D. Yeah, I like drawing.
So can you talk about more how drawing and like some of the like conflict that you have as far as like whether it's like trying to put like a character to a scene, or whether it's like a character that doesn't have like the right costume, like what are some of the problems that you guys have, because even though there's so many different steps, like what are some of the things that you encounter as an artist?
So like challenges with doing 2D animation?
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the challenges with 2D animation is that if you have to make a revision on a fully animated scene, you've got to go redraw that thing on every frame. So if it's a costume change, you got to do that on every frame. If it's like, on Big Mouth we had Andrew broke his wrist on one episode, then the entire next episode or two we had a cast on. So we had to remember what arm that was on. If someone drew some action, they forgot to draw it, you have to go back in and draw that cast on every place. So yeah, it's like one of the challenges of 2D animation.
So when you were going to school, what are some of the like problems that you faced as an animation student trying to get into the industry? So when you were a student, trying to break into the industry, what are some of the problems that you had that you want to share?
So I think breaking into animation, a big part is just getting in the door. So I was really fortunate where I got an internship at King of the Hill right out of college. And then from there I was just able to keep getting jobs because I was meeting people in the industry and knew them. But I know for a lot of people, like that initial getting in the door is the hard part. Fortunately in animation, a lot of jobs are hired based on just testing, so they just give you a short bit of the work you'd be doing on the job. So it's a real meritocracy in that way. And even when I was running an adult swim show called Mr. Pickles, I didn't even want to see like names, faces, anything. I just looked at the work anonymously with like code names on the test, so that we were just hiring the people that would do the job best. So being obsessed and working hard and doing the work in all your free time and just doing it for fun and honing your skills can open those doors and pay off.
What are some of your favorite projects that you worked on?
Oh man, I've been fortunate where I've really liked all the shows I've worked on. Like I mentioned, King of the Hill, still one of my favorite TV shows of all time. China, Illinois, and Mr. Pickles on Adult Swim, both were like really my sense of humor, and Big Mouth, of course, is like one of the funniest shows I've ever been fortunate enough to work for. And the new show I'm on now is really great too. I'm not allowed to say the name, but it'll come out eventually.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are some of the animators that influenced you as an artist?
Oh man, all the old Looney Tunes directors, so Bob Clampett, Chuck Jones, et cetera, et cetera. But I was a kid when the Nicktoons premiered for the first time, so all of those had a real influence on me. Of course, The Simpsons had a huge influence on me, being like one of the first American like adult humor animated shows. So I think just in my little kid brain growing up with all those influences, I kind of like ended up, not consciously, but ended up kind of being, my work's kind of an amalgam of all those. Yeah, always. Yeah.
So even though you are in animation,
Yeah.
I think a lot of the animation that's popular is or was popular was more like kid inspired or kid-ish
Right.
stuff. So the fact that you do like more adult or comedy,
Yeah.
can you explain kind of like how that's different versus like the kiddie kind of animation?
Sure. So, with a lot of kid shows, my wife's a writer and she's written on a lot of kid shows. So even though I haven't worked as an animator on any kid shows, I know a lot of limitations. I have a lot of friends who have, and there's just like certain things you can't do. So like, I know like behaviors that a kid could mimic and hurt themselves are a big no-no in kids animation. Obviously, certain language and aggressive jokes are off the table. But you'd be surprised actually in adult stuff, the things you're not allowed to do. Like a lot of networks have what's called an S&B department, where there's like certain standards that the network is like, our brand doesn't do this type of thing. So one of the weirdest was I think Adult Swim, Turner has like certain S&B regulations, and one thing is no tobacco whatsoever. So on Mr. Pickles, we had this evil dog like murdering people in the most horrible ways, but then if there was a cigarette butt in the alley in the background, we had to delete that cigarette butt.
Wow.
And we even had like, we had these aliens doing weird space drugs in one episode, but no cigarettes, no cigarettes.
Oh.
So yeah, it's just funny. You encounter these weird little like roadblocks, not even roadblocks, but just like creative challenges of, oh, we're not allowed to do this one really specific thing. We can do way worse things, but this thing we have to like steer around. So
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Yeah.